All right, pieces, you shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give our honors, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect, and shalom to you, Akim and Akhirah that's tuning in right now. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS who and teach well, and heart shalom to you, hopeful elect, and you sincere women that's in the truth, man. You know? So this the brother Yeshaya from Social for Yahweh, and this is another episode of the series, scriptures of the day, where I break down, I grab some scripts through the spirit and I break them down, going into. So, Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Akkad, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Akkad, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Akkad. No. So once again, thought out, but yeah, I seen outside for continue putting the spirit on me to do this work, for still giving me a do a kakwadash to keep pushing and doing this labor of love and to still study, still be in the spirit, man. So I'm gonna open up with uh Colossians 3:1. And shout out to the brother Shawab. Some of these scripts I got from his lesson. I was inspired by what he was bringing out. Be separate, you know. Uh, so let me make sure. I got on do not disturb. So this is Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh Bashim outside. So man. If we're saying that we're men of the Lord, and you sisters saying y'all sincere sisters of Yahweh Bashim outside and Yahweh side, man, you have to seek things which are above, which is the kingdom of heaven. Scripture also say the things in this life is temporal, but the things of roughly paraphrase, the things that we don't see are eternal, man. The things that are seen are temporal, and the things that which are not seen are eternal, man, which goes into the kingdom of heaven. Right now, it's high time to seek the Lord, repent, and want the kingdom of heaven, man. There's nothing that Babylon the Great, which is America, has to offer us. This is clearly even 2/3, and he even see that this place is crashing, man. This place, they don't believe anything Trump say anymore. They're not listening to uh the government anymore. They're saying that this is all some BS, man. It's smoking mirrors, you know. So Esau Edom is gonna come down with that great wrath, man, because he's like, you know what, you already know my hand, so hey, let's just get on with it, man. And he knows that his time is short, you know. Right. Let me continue. Hey, Yahushua sits on that right hand of Yahweh Shem outside, We're on the right hand side with Yahushua. So everything that happens on the left hand side and wickedness, the Yahweh Shem outside gives us that information through righteousness, man. That's how we know all of Esau Edom's plan. That's how he steps ahead of him through the spirit of Yahweh Shem outside, because he's revealing it unto us, his servants, man. And Lord willing, we have that number of the hopeful elect, the men that's gonna be the first fruits, that take part of that first resurrection, the men that's gonna receive that spiritual power, you know, the servants, man, the ones that's gonna be taken care of in Jacob's trouble. Lord willing, we of those men. That's why we have to have faith and we have to constantly do this work, man. You know, uh, set your affection on things above, not on things on earth. So right, we have to set your whole put your whole energy into this truth. So you can more than likely get saved. You know, we see that salvation through the Lord's mercy. You know, we get beamed up and we enter that kingdom of heaven as the first resurrection, man. You know, we don't want to take part of the death of the 2/3 and uh, you know, come back as children through the loins of the elect. We want to receive crowns. We want to retain our memories, go instantly into the kingdom, man. But that's why we have to constantly work. We have to constantly pray, ask YAHAWASHI outside, you know, for more wisdom and knowledge, more spirit to do this work, you know. Not just, you know, do what D 2/3 Jakes do, asking the Lord for materialistic things, man. You know? Now we might do the spirit sometimes, but we know we us doing this work, you know, the Lord's gonna take care of his servants, man. And if the Lord deems you don't need something right now, then you don't need it, you know? So right. This is 3 and 3. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach and Yahweh. So right, man. Because on this side, man, this is Esau Edom is killing us through everything: music, entertainment, food. We're like living zombies here, but through this word, through Yahweh Shema Shai, it brings us back life, man. We're literally, if you think about it, we're we're like the survivors in the Walking Dead. We're a bunch of zombies around us spiritually, man. Because everybody doesn't know what's going on. They don't know the Lord's names. They still calling on Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh. They're not calling on Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, the true names, the true Hebrew names, you know, which Jim has been breaking down through videos for years now, man. The true names of the Lord. So when the Messiah, when Hamashiach cracked those skies open, everybody's gonna call on Jesus, man. But only that small remnant gonna call on Yahweh Shah, man. You know, and that's why it's kept a secret. The secrets of the scripts, man, was revealed unto his servants, the prophets, man. Think about how much Jesus' name got ran through the mud, through movies, through your everyday life. Everybody, heathens, everybody. There's no Edomite that's calling on Yahweh Shah, no Yahweh. But every nation calling on Jesus, man. That name is ran through the mud, man. And you Christians, y'all don't have an answer for that. Y'all don't understand why, man. You know? So right, I'm gonna jump down. This is 3 and 9. Colossians 3 and 9. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. Right, man. So we have to put off the old man. When we came into this truth, everything that we did prior to this truth, we had to let go, man. And you know, it was a learning point because when I first started, you know, I was still smoking, man. I used to, you know, watch lessons and stuff. My first year, watch lessons and then still go smoke, you know, until, you know, the Lord took that smoking spirit away from me, man. Literally, he took I didn't want to do it no more. And this comes from somebody that used to do it 3 times a day. I couldn't go without it, man. The Lord took that spirit away from me and he made sure I can never go back to it, man. I can't even stand the smell of it, man. You know? 3 and 10, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created. Yeah. And it start with this word, you know, scriptures is that knowledge. The words of the Lord, that's that knowledge. You know? Hey, scriptures say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, man. You know? We have to fear the Lord. This is the beginning of knowledge. You know, that is why we have to continue going hard with the knowledge that we have. The knowledge that we retain is a talent. We have to take that knowledge and we have to do something with it. Especially when you call yourself an elect or a prophet, we have to be doing this work, man. You know, and through the spirit power, YAHAWASHI outside, hopefully soon I get back out in a street ministry. You know, that's why I'm pushing out lessons even faster. For everybody that's been following me, will probably know that, you know, or even if nobody's, watching, doesn't matter. We're doing this for the Lord. The Lord sees our good deed. He knows our heart, man. You know, that's why I've been pushing lessons faster, man. You know, time to kick this workout quicker. There's no excuse why we can't do, Pastor Charles used to say, 3 lessons a day. 3 lessons a week, you know? Right now, I'm doing it every other day, so I can cover that. But when I hit that highways and byways, I plan on doing 4 lessons a week, 3 sit-downs and 1 highway, man. You know, we and honestly, we should be doing more than that because the Lord's giving us everything, man. It's really an insult to try and do less when we can do much more, man. Hey, like I keep saying, you want to keep building that spiritual bank account so you could cash out in Jacob's trouble, so that the Lord can protect you and your family, you know, or if you by yourself, protect you, you know. If you want that spiritual power, you want multiple wives, you want the kingdom, you want to be a ruler, you want to be part of the elect. It starts with this work. It starts with the wisdom and knowledge, man. You know, and that's why we got to continue through the faith, continue doing this work, continue to go in, man. We can't be lukewarm because we at the end of this thing. Here it is. We're about to make it to the destination, and you pressing the stop button to get off the bus, man. And we right here. You know. I'm gonna go to this another script. James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with YAHAWASHI outside? So right, man. So if you're not doing this work, you know, you're a friend of the world, man. Even if you fell out, you end up being a friend of the world. So once you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of YAHAWASHI outside. If you're not calling on the right names, if you're still stuck on the Jesus doctrine, you're using scripts in a Christian-like manner, that's you being friends of the world because that's a worldly doctrine from the Roman Catholic Church, man. All that hell doctrine and treat everybody with kindness and come as you are, and anybody can teach, man or woman. That's a worldly doctrine, and you're setting yourself up to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. You know, because you can't tell the Lord you ain't know the names because everybody know the names, man. And this is why it's important. The names come first before even anything deeper with the knowledge. I literally knew I had to learn the name first before I even knew a breakdown of any script, man. You know? Hey, and thought I already how about some outside, because when you come into this thing, it starts out you watching one camp, then you venture off and start watching other brothers, and then next thing you know, you're you're watching, you're learning from the elders and apostles, which is important. You're gonna always end up going to the elders and apostles. That's anybody that's a follower of GMS and a believer of the doctrine that GMS is teach, man. You know, you're gonna always end up with the elders and apostles. Hey, it's mandatory to watch elders and apostles. If you're a GMS camp or even if you're a follower, you have to watch the elders and apostles, man. That's no ifs, ands, or buts. I always watch the elders and apostles, man. You know, they have so much wisdom and knowledge. They've been doing this longer than you was even born, so longer than some of your parents was even born. You know, Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God. So right, if you're a friend of this world, if you fall back into it, oh man, we can make the money here, or Esau Edom gonna give us this and that. Hey, let's dig into it. You're a friend of the world, and like I keep saying, it's two sides of this war, man. And you want to be on the right side of this war. There's no in between. Okay, I'm halfway in the world, but I believe in Yahawah outside. No, you either all in or all out. You know, even if you preach, even if you think you love the Lord, the names are very important, man. Knowing the names is very important because you have to know you who you praying to. Our power, he is a Hebrew, man. That's why I pray in the Hebrew. That's why I looked up the names in the Hebrew. Some of these scriptures you read, you have to break down and you have to go back to the Hebrew to even get the meaning. That's why the Bible doesn't tell you to read front to back. That's why it says here a little, there a little. It's like a puzzle. You go to one book, this script match with this script match with that script, you know? You bounce around, man. And that's why it's important. Hey, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. A lot of people about to lose their minds because they don't know the scripts. Some people that do know that think they know, they don't even teach Jacob. They don't even know what Jacob's trouble is, man. They don't know how to move through Jacob's trouble. You know, you're gonna see a whole lot of Christians out there trying to save people that's probably getting jumped by dogs. Why through the spirit we know that's judgment. You don't get in the middle of the Lord's judgment, because then he'll jack you up. You're gonna have a whole lot of what the ox from Saints of Jersey say, whole lot of Captain Saverhoes, you know? And you gonna be out there getting put to death, man. And this is the last script I have. This is Luke 9:62. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of heaven. That's heavy. That was definitely heavy, you know, to bring out because a lot of men that I used to watch camps too. That I used to always, I'm talking about do lessons heavy. A lot of them that I even learned from, they fell out. A lot of these camps that were, I don't want to use the word popular, but a lot of brothers was watching, broke up and fell out. And that's the Lord weeding them out, man. Sending them angels out, hey, let's trim the fat on this true. Hey, that's why this what scripture say, start in my sanctuary. We gotta get out everybody who's not true in their heart because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shemi Azar, he knows your heart. You could be out there saying one thing, just like what the brother was saying earlier. You could be on camera acting one way, and then when you turn off, you back into the world, man. Might go sneak off and smoke something, or sneak off and do this and that, and then come back and act like you're all righteous. You know, I understand ain't nobody's perfect, but the Lord don't like hypocrites, man. You know, we have to all put forth the effort to do this to our best of our ability, man. And that's the mercy that the Lord's gonna have because if He see you trying, he's gonna bless you with that salvation, Lord willing. You know, just because you say, oh, you got a lot of these Christians saying, oh well, you know, the Lord died for our sins, but does that mean you keep sinning? Does that mean you can't try to walk in the same path as Yahweh Shah? Now we can't keep it 100% like Yahweh Shah, but that's why we try. That's why we rehearsing the righteous acts. You know, so that's why a lot of these men that fell out, they're going, hey, it's gonna be even worse because right now the Lord it's two ways. You could have fell out. The Lord could have had to where even the world won't accept you back. Or he could have had to, you know what, you getting big headed in the world, you getting women, this, that, and then when the destruction comes, boom, game over. It ain't gonna be no Yahawashi, I'm sorry, Salakia, this and that. The Lord is not gonna want to hear that, man. You know. So this is why playtime is over. It's high time to awake out of sleep, man. You know. So I brought this out. This lesson was edifying. Lord willing, you do the spirit. You know, next level. I mean, next lesson to be even more edifying. We gotta keep leveling up, man, through the spirit. So with that, I want to give all honors, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim and Agrev that tuned in. A double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who and teach well. Like how Apostle I like to say, on to the next lesson. You only as good as your last lesson. So keep leveling up, stay in the spirit, and a Bible ball soon. Till next time, peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. A Bible ball soon, man. And shalom.